Hey you guys! Today I booked a 3-hour private makeup lesson with a pro to learn how to do two iconic Asian style makeup looks. The first look is the supernatural K-beauty style look, glass skin, very natural beauty. And then there's the more sculpted glam. They call it Douyin makeup, which is a Chinese style full glam doll style makeup. As you may know, I am Eurasian, so half Caucasian, half white, half Australian, and the other half is half Chinese. But I've always felt like those Western makeup tutorials never really suited my face. I've also had my makeup done professionally, and yeah, I kind of went home and washed that off. So I've always wanted to see what professionally applied Asian style makeup techniques look like on my face, and more importantly, if I can learn them so I can recreate them by myself at home. I'm honestly a little bit nervous because I'm a perfectionist. I hate making mistakes, but I'm also a big advocate for learning new things and just getting out there. So let's see how we go today. I entered the space and it was calm and minimal, kind of perfect for resetting. We laid out everything we'd be using and I wiped my face clean. No makeup, no ego, and just ready to learn. Also, this tiny little poodle fully stole my heart. Even though I wasn't wearing much, I had to fully cleanse my face, so Amy had a clean base to work on. She prepped my skin with skincare and primer before we got started. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to do this side of my face, and then Amy's going to judge me and tell me how I've done it all wrong. And then on this side of my face, she's going to teach me what I should actually do to look beautiful. So here we go. So I started by doing one side of my face the way that I normally would. Just my usual concealer, cushion foundation, blush, a bit of nose contour and eyeshadow. The idea was to show Amy how I do my everyday makeup so she could see what needed adjusting. Then it was time for Amy to step in and do the other half, fixing my mistakes and showing me how it's actually meant to be done. We're not even completed with the first look yet, and this is the side I've done, and this is the side that Amy's done. And I don't want to sound dramatic or anything, but can you see how this side of my face looks like it's collapsing? It looks like it needs a sports bra to hold it up. And this side, I look like I've just had a deep plane facelift. And you know what's crazy is there's no foundation here. This is the completed result. My side versus Amy's. It's subtle, but her tweaks made everything look more lifted and more intentional. It kind of changed how I see my own face. So if you had to say with what I did on my side, and you're not going to hurt my feelings, it's so fine. Probably just critique me like in the way that my mum would.
Okay, so I think, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you want to look like you're really youthful, and this is all you naturally, I think you can tone down on the eyeshadow. Yeah, and also what you did was you almost blended the eyeshadow with your blush.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was a big patch of just confusing colors.
Yes.
So I mean, it's okay because these colors that you use are quite natural, and your cheek color, they all sort of complement each other. But when you mix everything together, it looks a bit confusing, and it looks as though this is the center of attention, and that's where you want people to look at. I saw that everything was on an angle like that. Everything was quite angular, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, but you need to remember, with Asian makeup in particular, we want to look youthful. We want to look like, we're 18, we've got perfect skin, we've got collagen, we've got everything. I use very minimal makeup. I'm just really giving you back those rosy cheeks, but also if you only have colors here and no color on anywhere else on your face, you got to be stupid to not know that you've got blush on. But if we bring this color up on a little bit on your eyelid as well, so it looks like, okay, well they're the same color and they look so natural. No eyeshadow.
Okay.
So this is a really quick way for a lot of people who don't really have a lot of time in the morning to do their makeup, but they want to look like, you know, they're fresh, not really done up, but just good. That's what you do just here and on the eyelids. And, you know, obviously I did a really subtle eyeliner in brown. It should never go past your nose with the blush placement. Anything lower, it drags your whole face down. If you do the apples of the cheeks and when you relax, it actually pulls your whole face down. Just like that, and close your eyes. And just the same color, just the same on the eyelids. Okay, so one thing that I also did on your skin, I know a lot of people, they love using highlights, etc. But I actually popped it on this area of your face because when the sunlight hits your face naturally, that's where it shines.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. What have I been doing my whole life? We're now gonna learn how to do the second makeup look, which is like, I guess Douyin makeup.
Douyin makeup?
Yeah, Douyin makeup. It's like Chinese, I guess the easiest way that I could explain is like anime style makeup. But I want one that's a little bit more, like I'm not gonna look scary if I walk outside. Because this is the look here. And it looks really good on camera. Let's learn something new. Amy got straight into creating that Douyin style makeup. Sculpted, glam, and definitely a lot more makeup than what I'm used to wearing. It's not really my everyday vibe, but I was curious to see how this trend would translate on my features. And honestly, watching Amy layer and shape everything was kind of mesmerizing. Ooh, how did you do that?
So it's just...
Oh my God, I love it. I look like a doll.
Yeah.
Ah, oh my God. Oh my God, look at that. This is what I mean. Like I didn't need surgery. The Douyin makeup, the Chinese style makeup is complete. And I think it's kind of cool because as a halfie, I'm actually half Chinese and I've never explored Chinese style makeup. I don't think nostalgic is the right word, but it feels nice to embrace techniques that I suppose fit my culture. I feel like today wasn't just about makeup and trends. If anything, it helped me understand my face and how to highlight what I naturally have. If you're mixed Asian or halfie like me, or you just don't know what looks good on you, or if you're just entering a new part of life where you feel you just don't know what you're doing with your makeup, I highly recommend get a lesson. There is so much power in learning. In fact, I feel like I'm finally not fighting my half mixed features. I'm actually enhancing them and playing them up. But yeah, what do you guys think? Which look did you like the best? And which one, if any, would you like to see more of? Or is there potentially a look that we didn't discuss today that maybe I should try out in a video? Let me know. Anyway, thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.